What's going on, guys? Sam Adams here, back again with another video, and today we are going to be talking about getting work done in a compact space. Now, if you look behind me, I do have a pretty nice desk set up here that I've been kind of compiling over the past couple of years as I get, new computers, add a monitor here and there. I got a Stream Deck this year, which is right there. Yeah, there we go. And then there's, a couple of other things around here. So all in all, I've worked and I've accumulated this nice setup. However, what many people fail to realize, even though many people often do, is that this is nothing more than a bedroom. Every piece of content that I make, everything that I stream, every video that I have produced, it all comes out of this bedroom right here. And so whenever you are looking at the bigger content creators out there on platforms like Twitch, on Mixer, on a new one called Caffeine, which is another live streaming platform, you do notice that a lot of them do have green screens. I'm not sure how many of you know that much about green screens, so I'll go ahead and give you kind of a layout here. So with live streaming, it's kind of a new emerging form of entertainment, so there aren't a lot of products out there that are accommodating that kind of lifestyle. So if you are in the market for a green screen previously, you would have to look at something between 10 and 12 foot if you wanted something of a higher quality because of the kind of use that would normally require a green screen. For instance, if you are a professional photographer that is hired on to do a perhaps photo shoot at some kind of elementary school for photo day, then that requires something that is relatively large. However, in a bedroom, you don't necessarily need something that is 10 foot by 12 foot. Now, there are some green screens out there of a smaller form factor that is more fitting to a bedroom setting. However, there is nothing that is of a high quality like you would find for a professional photo shoot. I had one that kind of folded down into somewhat of a small circle. It was probably between 3 foot and 4 foot whenever it was folded down, but it was shiny. The material was very cheap. It was a cheap thing overall, and it just didn't get the job done, at least not easily. You had to do a lot of working around with the chroma key and whatnot, and so that's where Elgato comes into play. For those unfamiliar with the name Elgato, it's actually a company that is most well known for their capture card line. For instance, I have an external HD60 that I can run my Xbox One, my PlayStation 4, and my PC into, depending on what I want to play, and I can get that into OBS. I can record directly through some software that comes with an HD60. There are a lot of options here, and also there are more higher quality capture cards. You can get an HD60S with lower latency. There's an HD60 Pro that you can install directly into your PC. There's also a 4K capture card, and so that's pretty much been Elgato's bread and butter for the better part of the last, I would say, 5 years. That is until this year, whenever they started getting into streaming peripherals. For instance, there was the Elgato Cam Link, which is essentially a capture card directly for a DSLR camera if you did want to get into something that's a bit higher quality than a webcam on your streams. And then they also have the Stream Deck, which is something that I bought right there, which is essentially a board full of hotkeys that will allow you to accomplish a lot of different things directly on that little hotkey board instead of having to mess around in OBS or in different programs. It pretty much just streamlines the entire experience. And then they have the Elgato green screen. Now, this is something that if you look back to a prior video, now the green screen on the other hand is something I feel kind of strongly about as a waste of money. I wasn't necessarily confident in this 100%. I mean, whenever you're thinking about Elgato making a green screen, you are thinking about something that is just a money grab. However, there is a lot of innovation in this green screen. So now you may be saying, Sam, where is the green screen? I see nothing around you. There is no green screen whatsoever. Lo and behold, it's down there. That's the leg of it. So let's go ahead and get it out as if we were going to do a live stream. Why don't we? So whenever you're getting it out, it's literally just as easy as taking it out from underneath whatever you have it stored up underneath, and boom, that's pretty much the majority of the setup. That's what we've got. Now, these legs do end up folding in, and then there are actually these clamps that make sure that your green screen doesn't all of a sudden pop open whenever you are traveling to a destination. And then, of course, you can fold these in and pick it up right here by this handle, and lo and behold, it actually is not heavy whatsoever. In fact, here's the actual weight that I got from the Amazon page. It's pretty light overall. So when you're ready to live stream or use the green screen for any kind of purpose, really, you just have to simply undo this lever right here, little clamp, undo this clamp right here, relatively simple. Do that, and then you see raise and retract. So you'll undo this little handle right here. And that's literally it. It pops open like that. It's steadied. It is perfectly fine. And then you have a beautiful green screen ready for your use. It is that simple. Now that we've gotten it set up, I did want to show you the back of it. Now, this is kind of like a spine kind of setup, and so whenever you are ready to take it down, you simply put your hand up at the top and push down, give it a little bit of force, and everything folds back down into this nice form factor, and then you can close it up and put it away. Or if you wanted to take it back out, maybe you weren't done live streaming, you just pop it back up, and there is literally nothing to that. It is so incredibly simple, and this This is high quality stuff. This isn't just your flimsy everyday kind of plastic. That is a good product. And now that we've gone ahead and gotten the entire green screen set up and ready to go, we are in OBS. We are going to test it out. And after you have set up your chroma key to, your specific lighting settings, you can go ahead and turn that on, and boom shakalaka, you have this entire background behind you gone. And now you can put yourself in front of any kind of game you want to play. If you wanted to do something along these lines where you have a setup like this for streaming, you have a ton of options here for how you want to customize the stream behind you, all thanks to the Elgato green screen. And if you are a streamer on Mixer or Twitch or any other kind of platform, this is how I would recommend using a green screen, because you take up as little of the screen as possible. If you have a giant background behind you, like I would normally just have a room, then that's going to interfere with the overall quality of the experience of enjoying the game as well as yourself. So with a green screen, you get a pretty good balance of those, and it's just overall a higher quality kind of stream if you are into that kind of thing. Now, depending on your setup, you may run into the same kind of issue that I had, which is that the green screen itself is a bit slim. It's a bit on the slim side. But, of course, you do have the small form factor, so you can pretty much store it anywhere. It's very easy to transport if you are going to somebody else's house, or if you are going to another kind of streamer location to do something on a set. It is incredibly portable, but whenever I am streaming, I do have to kind of, crop the image itself, because you see the edges do overlap from my webcam, and so if you leave it like this kills the immersion, so you have a little bit of back-end stuff to do in OBS, but overall, not that big of a deal whatsoever. You just kind of have to work around it, and it's really not a big deal at all. So at the end of the day, would I recommend this green screen? It is 150 bucks, which is not just money you toss around, that's a good bit, but for that money, you are getting the best small form factor green screen on the market. For green screens that are comparable in size, they just tend to be a lower quality. For those that have the same kind of structured back, they're few and far between, and the ones that are out there tend to be even more expensive than this one. So when it comes down to it, this green screen behind me is for the small-time content creator that is working in a small space, the go-to for Twitch, YouTube, any kind of live or pre-recorded content creation. This is the Mac Daddy of them all. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you did want to check out my streams, you can check me out on twitch.tv/thesamueladams. I'm live streaming most nights of the week. You can follow me on Twitter at PrettyChillGuy to keep up with all of that good stuff. On Instagram as well if you are into the gram. But as for right now, I'm going to go enjoy some more of my Elgato green screen, kind of test it out, see what I can make with it, because this is a fantastic product that has really pushed me to make more content as I go on throughout 2018. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Check out the other content if you're new here, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.